Who wants to play Jeopardy? What is Makerspace for 100? It investigates and it uses fine arts, the sciences, crafts, STEM, or STEAM. These are just a few things to name. For 200, it can be virtual or physical. You can use the Oculus, which is a little VR set, and you can pretend to go flying, or you actually go on field trips, and you can go to like archaeological digs, or it can be physical on a desk, a table, or a rug. It can be a one and done, or it can be a continuation of a lesson that they have learned to show what they've understood and how to apply it. Learners take command of their own learning while demonstrating or incorporating their new knowledge in different situations. It encourages multiple learning styles. Some kids are more hands-on than others, some are oral, some are auditory or visual. The 5 C's. You have critical thinking, which are these great life skills that these kids will use later on. You have creative thinking, which is a different way of looking at a situation, which is not bad. Sometimes you need more than one brain to figure it out. Communicating reinforces those skills that the kids need in order to be successful later in life. They don't need to talk to their boss in a one-word sentence or a two-word sentence. Collaborating, they're working together. This is another life skill that they will need to use later in life. And citizenship, this is learning to be respectful. You're accepting ideas, you're not yelling, you're screaming, you're saying things such as, "That's a great way to look at it," or "Hey, I like that idea, let's try it," or "I disagree with you, I think." These are all great citizen traits because you learn how to talk in a nice, sweet manner instead of yelling and screaming at each other. What is problem-solving loop? Problem-solving loop, it can go one of two ways. You can start off with identifying the problem, which is great because what does science tell you? You have to identify the problem before you can figure it out. For 200, this is one of the last steps you're going to do. You're going to evaluate your results. So once you've gone through all those steps, you're going to evaluate the results. For 300, you're going to explore and create. So once you identify the problem, you want to explore and create and find ways to solve it. Build and test on that idea. So that's sort of part of the creation, but you're going to actually build and test it. That's the next one. And then you're going to select the best idea. So these are sort of out of order, but in a diagram, you can start with one way or the other, but all of these are great scenarios to use when you are creating your makerspace. Why have Makerspace for 100? Well, one, it allows for creativity. You're using different modes of learning and thinking. All of us think differently. We're not just one true mode of learning or one particular way of thinking. Many of us use more than one. These are life lessons that we're going to apply for future situations. So Makerspace is a great way for these kids to learn these little lessons later on and to set them up for success. Teamwork. All about teamwork. You're working together to solve a problem, which is what you have to do in a real world. Most people don't just work by themselves. They still have to work with others. Exploration allows for trying new things in a safe environment. They're able to explore, try out their new ideas without the fear of being shouted down and their ideas being called dumb or stupid. This is a safe way for them to explore. And when students are engaged, they're learning. So student engagement is a great thing for Makerspace. It allows for that engagement, and the kids go, ooh, 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 I want to do this or I want to do that. When they're engaged, they're learning. Libraries. Where can you set them up? Well, of course you can set them up in a library, because libraries are the heartbeat of the school. Classrooms. They're a great way to enrich the content subjects such as science, math, social studies, even language arts. Libraries again. They are the biggest classroom in the entire school, and they have storage. They can store all those great little doodads and doohickeys to create a fabulous makerspace. Once again, the classroom, because in the classroom, this is going to foster those problem-solving skills that they're going to have to use in real-world scenarios. And what a better place than in the classroom with their fellow classmates. And the last one, library and classroom. Both can foster collaboration. Both can foster creativity in the room. I hope you've enjoyed this Jeopardy game with Makerspace. Have a great evening.